Hey guys, what's up? SKNOVA here. Just recording the video that I said I was going to from yesterday regarding how good Seer actually is right now. She is super overtuned. If you have her, I recommend building her up a little bit and starting to use her in dungeons like the Spider Lair for sure. She can farm the Spider Lair at level 40. She can solo the Spider on Spider level 20. At level 40, she is void, so it doesn't matter which level you do it on. All you really need is teammates around her. I'm going to go over some options for people that you can use with her that make her really, really good. I've used her in Minotaur Lair to get some masteries. I used her in Dragon's Lair. I will farm all of those for you here. I actually just recorded a video, but my mic sounded terrible. So hopefully this one sounds better and this works out really quick. You can see the stats that I have on Seer here. I think she's actually a bit over geared for what you need. You do not need to have crit damage gear or speed or anything by a long shot. The only maybe requirement speed wise is if you're farming Spider 20, the Spiderlings have a speed around 150. And if you want to go as fast as possible, you need to make Seer faster than that. She also has to be the slowest speed on your team. So currently my team has Lightsworn, who's pretty fast, Bad L, who's up there, Maneater, and Skull Crusher. So all of them are faster than my Seer. That's key. That is the only step one. The other key that I was talking about is the team members that you put on the team. So the reason I use Bad L is for his passive ability, which gives more damage for everybody when they're attacking characters under poisons. He also uses his A2, which puts poison and continuous heal. I think continuous heal might add extra damage when the Seer uses her Karma Burn ability, which basically absorbs all of the buffs on your team members and does extra damage based off enemy max HP to the enemy. As you can see, she doesn't have any skill books, nothing required, super easy to gear, and like I said, I've seen pictures of people using her at level 40 and one-shotting the Spire boss. So don't think there's anything special about that. Let's jump into a quick Spider dungeon here so I can show you what I mean. That was an interesting, I actually have quite a few recordings starting from last night when she was level 40 to 50 to 60. And well, actually I ended up getting her to 50. I ended up 6-starring and ascending her and leveling up to her level about 40 something and trying out the dungeons. So here is the team that I'm currently using, and actually yeah, so he gets double poison, I guess. Dracomorph puts the decreased defense and weaken down. Sorry, I swapped out Lightsworn for Bad L, so that actually makes more sense. I lied about my previous team. Now you'll see that you get 2 debuffs from Maneater, 2 from Skull Crusher, continuous heal from Bad L, plus the extra 15% damage, and you get the 2 debuffs on the boss from Dracomorph. And it'll be fast here. This is a 2 times speed. I slow it down to show you guys it, but you can rewind and watch the video again. See, Bad L puts his debuffs on. He only got 1 on. Doesn't matter. It still works. Then you get the weaken and decreased defense pretty much on everybody because Dracomorph is geared up for that. And Skullcrusher puts his buffs on the team. Manny puts his buffs. Seer one-shots. Let's watch that again because that's fast. The interesting thing is, the thing that I kept tweaking gear and upgrading Seer is I wanted to farm this as fast as possible, as many times as possible, assuming that it was going to be nerfed soon, which it will be. We just don't know when. So, occasionally she will have an attack which doesn't do full damage to the boss. The boss has about 5.4 to 5.6 million damage, I'm guessing. I don't know the exact number. And occasionally she'll do an attack that, even with the current gear, current setup, is, sub 5 million damage. And sometimes the rest of the team can make up for it and still kill a spider boss, sometimes not. You need to be over about I think it's 190 speed before you get a second attack in before the spider boss goes, assuming no turn meter reduction. Oh, there you go. See, so a 5.2 million, but it only leaves a little bit of health, so the rest of the team is probably able to clear it up. But occasionally she does even less, and then you run into other problems. Hey, there's a pretty good deck. It's got the crit damage. Too bad it's only 5-star, but also has accuracy. Could be a good one. Cool, cool. So that's Seer on the spider boss, what you've seen. I'll do a Minotaur Lair run. It also works out. It's not really totally like tuned for speed, but I have had a 39-second run. I think is my fastest. I mean, it's a pretty overpowered team. Well, I should show you the masteries too after this. I did put some masteries on Seer. There could be a few more to give her even more damage, but really the thing that gives most damage is how many buffs you have on her. So giving her extra damage does inflate that a little bit, but if you can get an extra buff or two, that seems to be the magic number. I don't know how they're going to retune her to make it more more in line, because that ability itself is very hard. It's similar to Turvold. Turvold has the same problem where he has a really, really powerful A3 ability if you have the right setup. Because his is only like a single target high damage ability. Oh, there you go. So, if you saw that, but Seer basically just did, 2/3 of the Mentor's health in one shot. There you go. Got my new best time, 38 seconds. We can also use her for dragons, because dragon also has quite a bit of health. So I'll just stick her. So this time 140 was my fastest time by far with Seer added in. I used to have Arbiter in this spot. Seer is better. So she will do really well on enemies with a high health pool. So Minotaur Lair, decent. Spider, ton of health. Dragon, ton of health. Ice Golem also has a ton of health, but because he counterattacks when his health gets to certain levels, probably dangerous to use Seer there. You could potentially get the boss to do a large amount of damage at a time when you have both Ice Golem minions up, and he will probably still one-shot you. Maybe you could pair it with like an unkillable or something like that and make it go really fast, but that strategy would not be super consistent. It wouldn't be something that you'd be able to auto easily, unless you spend a lot of time speed tuning and figuring turn order and stuff like that. But because there's 2 minion level stages before that, you're still going to come out with like a random set of skills and throw your whole tuning off. So that would be a little bit of a challenge. You could definitely manual it and make it really fast as far as manual goes, but that's not the purpose of farming lots and lots of items. Just to get one really fast run. So hopefully we get some debuffs on here before we use Karma Burn. Seer puts her buff up. And there goes weaken and decrease defense. That's okay, we got the poison up. I don't think there's any other buffs or debuffs to put on. Seer's Karma Burn ability is a 6-turn cooldown. I don't have any skills or skill books used on Seer at all, so although it may be expensive to level her up to 60, I think you can probably easily level up to 50 right now and not worry too much if she gets nerfed. If you can farm Spider for one night, if you can do 20 like accessory runs and get some decent stuff, worth it. And there you go, 1.3 million, finishing off the Spider just over a second above my worst time. So I could maybe start farming with this team over and over again too. I might do that since I am basically stocked up on accessories. I have been farming this a ton last night and today. All the things are full. I've got a bunch of legendaries. I can't even use them all up. I don't have that many Bannerlords, but legendary stuff all over the place. I've been selling a lot of the 5-star blues that I hadn't previously leveled, only looking for 6-star blues or 5-star epics with good stats. Tons of legendary stuff everywhere. This is what happens when, there's a dungeon that's too easy to farm. You're just gonna kind of go overboard in terms of all the gear and stuff that you get. It's a gold mine in here. There's tons of good stuff. More than I have characters to use them on, realistically. But just in time for Faction Wars, so that's pretty cool. Now Faction Wars make it a little bit easier because I have accessories. Potentially you're going to try to use a strategy for Dragon's Lair and farm Dragon's Lair as much as possible as well. One thing that I'm looking for is a better banner for my Seeker. I still run Seeker on my arena team, and he needs as much speed as possible. And maybe, I don't know what he has right now. Let's go see. This is outside the video. You guys don't need to watch this. Thanks for watching. If you want to cut out, that is fine. Oh, I got a 6-star item with 16 speed. Definitely could be improved with an epic or a legendary. Cool. And he has 190 or 293 speed. Would be higher on an Arbiter or a Lysandra for sure. But tis what it is. Don't really need this many accessories. I have accessory overload, and because of that, I have refarmed up a ton of silver. With all the artifact leveling events, I've probably spent... I was at 120 some million silver at one time, and it dropped down as low as 60. Plus, I was still farming quite a bit and getting silver from other sources, so I was still going up. So it's been an expensive couple of weeks here with all the events going on, and I'm already from 60 all the way back to 82 with a full stocking of accessories to sell if needed. I'm all stocked up, ready for the summoning event. I built a Sakara recently. Life is good. Lots of stuff going on in Raid Shadow Legends. Hope you guys like that video. Go build a Seer. Like I said, super overpowered. Take advantage of it if you can. If you can't, wait for the Void summoning event, or the summoning event which is happening tomorrow. There might be a double Void legendary coming soon, possibly this weekend, and look forward to that. Good luck getting a Seer, level up ASAP, have some gear and stuff on standby, because if you can take advantage of this, it is well worth it. See you guys in the next one.